Okay everybody, we are here today looking at our DN1PRO-ATH. The ATH, actually sorry, this case is pretty much an exact replica of our DN1PRO-A-XL. The only minor changes we've made have been to specifically fit the Audio-Technica ATH range of headphones, such as the M20X, M30X, M40X, M50X, and all the different versions of that, or those headphones. Now we're going to start with the outside of the case. So we have our GRip-TECH liner, which is kind of like a basketball, nice and grippy, easy to hold on to. We have a water resistant zipper with two zipper tabs. Obviously down the road, if one zipper tab were to break, you still have another one there in case it's just still open up the whole case. We have three strong nylon loops right here at the top, and one on each side for our shoulder strap and for the carabiner attachment. The metal loops are also quite strong as well. Alright, the inside of the DN1PRO-ATH case, we have our blue Lycra inner liner on the top and bottom halves. The top half has a ½ centimeter of memory foam in it, just so that if the headphones were to press into it at any point in time, it's touching the foam and not the outer case. Nice and safe. Also, if your headphones do push into the foam, it's not a terrible thing at all. Actually, the ATH headphones will all push into the foam, and it will end up eventually looking like this. You'll have two dimples like that and like that because of how the plastic top of the headphones sits. This part here sits very, very high on these headphones, and that's what sticks into the foam. That's not going to hurt anything. It's actually just going to hold it in place even better. So back to the case, we have our inner mold, which is removable, and the main difference here is we have removed the Velcro from this, and there is no Velcro now. It has the, because we're no longer using the actual accessory pouch that we have for the DN1PRO-A-XL. We are looking at the top, the inner mold here, and we have a headband that is to keep the headphones in place and not moving up and down. And we have a divider that is to keep the actual earphones themselves on separate sides, so they're not clanging together while you're moving, and also to help reduce movement in general as well. We put that in there. We're now looking at our accessories. There is a shoulder strap to be attached to the side outer loops, and we have our carabiner for the top loop if you want to attach that to a bag or something. And then we have our cable tie. Now the cable tie is important because the ATH headphones come with a whole bunch of cables, such as this bundle right here. And there's no way that was ever going to fit inside of this. So there's no point in putting that in there. So instead we have this nice nylon bag, and you can use the cable tie to tie up all your cables. I think there's 3 of them that come with the M50s, which is what I have here. And they fit in no problem, and they close no problem. The headphones will need to be reduced to the lowest lowest size that they are, so the headband has to be retracted the whole way to fit in. It does fit in perfectly and nicely, and then obviously our cables can slide in like so. Your other accessories can also go into the bag if you're not going to use them, but obviously if you're not going to use a shoulder strap, you're probably not going to carry it with you. And these are quite small, they can easily fit into that bag. If you're not going to use them, if you're not going to use the carabiner, you probably wouldn't have it anyways. And then we'll shut it. And there you have it. So the difference here is that the case is basically the exact same as our DN1PRO-A-XL, but the difference between this case and the DN1PRO-A-XL, the accessory bags, when you look at our regular DN1PRO and DN1PRO-A cases, those are a little bit smaller. So there's quite a few headphones that they're getting a bit thicker. When you lay them flat and stuff like that, they're thicker than what the more popular headphones were a couple years ago than compared to what they are now. Beoplay H4, Beoplay H9, things like that. They're a little bit taller, and the old cases, they're just a little bit too small. I wasn't comfortable saying that those were an appropriate fit for them. Now, what might you like about this case compared to a different case? Obviously these M50Xs, they can do that. However, that becomes really thick and becomes a really awkward shape. It looks like a D. Trying to fit a case around this and then fit that in a bag is going to be a bit hard, and it's going to take up a lot of space. Now this one is obviously going to be bigger in dimensions, but the one dimension that counts is the one that is going to be the width that can slide into a backpack of some sort, compared to one of those D cases, which is going to be like that thick and take up most of the room. If you have a backpack and you already have a laptop in it, or books or whatever it is you're taking to work or to school, this has a better chance of fitting in that backpack compared to one of those D size cases that's really, really fat. If you have any questions about the case or any other compatibility questions in regards to headphones, give us an email at accessoryhouse@btinternet.com. And other than that, thanks a lot.